Hi everyone, it's Ildi and I'm back with another video talking about documentaries on Netflix. Some quick synopses and reviews of them. Very quick and easy, kind of compiling my own list of things that I've watched and what I thought of them. What I like about documentaries, well, other than that they're real, or they tell a version of a real story, I should say, is that they usually bring out other topics that make for great conversation and great discussion and thought, just something to ponder after the fact. And that's the sign of a good documentary to me, as well as, when you don't want to be on your phone at the same time. So most, I would say, on my really, really long list of all the ones that I've seen, really bring up other issues, whether it's systemic racism, whether it's policing, whether it's just systems of corruption, about psychology, humanity, sexual abuse, poverty, like you can just name it, right? So today I wanted to talk about Surviving R. Kelly, which came out a while ago. Well, recently, about a while ago, but I just saw it recently. So let me just pull that up. Okay, so if you don't know, 2019, this came out, and it really actually led to his subsequent arrest and still incarceration. So Surviving R. Kelly was 2019, and there is 6 episodes, mostly like averaging about 45 minutes each. Lots of clips, lots of interview. Basically, it's focusing on the victims, and they each tell their tale. So I'll be honest, I didn't know much about. No, that's not true. What I knew about R. Kelly is what was in the news, which is he made these ridiculous videos that he was married to Aaliyah or something, but she was underage, and that he liked young girls, and that was kind of like the ongoing joke, and that was it. Joke as in like SNL skits and those things. I know he had that Trapped in the Closet, which was like the most ridiculous video that ever was. That's kind of all I knew about R. Kelly. I think I liked 2-3 songs, and that's it. And then I think he was arrested at some point, and I'm like, something about he keeps girls locked up, and I was like, what? And that was it. So I really went in with kind of, I guess, what general Joe public in the periphery might have known about R. Kelly. So because he was recently arrested, I'm like, and it had some ties to this documentary, I was like, okay, let's watch it. And I can tell you, I mean, I know why I held off. It's not a serial killer. It's not a murder. Not that that takes away from the horrendousness of it. But hearing about sexual abuse and sexual assault is not something that I watch a lot. I guess we all have our own separate triggers and such, but this one really, really took it out of me. There was a lot of crying, and I don't often cry watching documentaries, as frustrating as usually they are. I do a lot of swearing and yelling at the TV, and then going to my coworkers the next day and going, "The system, man!" But this one, I really plowed through it really quickly, and it takes you with it. Like, it kind of does the chronology of R. Kelly's rise to fame, and also like in each way the different accusations that came out that didn't really come out. So from the Aaliyah, which again, I didn't know how she was introduced to him and how all of that went. And they talked to like her friend who introduced them and all of that. So it really takes you chronologically through R. Kelly's rise to fame and all the victims that he's accumulated and amassed on his way to fame. And it is insane to me the amount of yes men that he was surrounded by, the amount of people that knew what was happening and, you know, just let it happen. What I did enjoy in the documentary is that they interviewed some psychologists and experts on abuse cases and things like that, and also historians on the relationship to this kind of issue in music. So you're talking about your Elvis, your oh my God, who was the guy who married his cousin, Jerry Lee Lewis? So, or even that whole macho machismo of like younger women and the rock star kind of thing, and that how that enabled R. Kelly to kind of perpetuate this and just continue on, and you know, people weren't reporting it because it's a different thing. It's the entertainment industry, right? So it was, I really like that they interjected psychology and they interjected historical things as well as the survivors. So it kind of explains why maybe the yes men were yes men, and they were, that people weren't as shocked, and that there was a lot of like SNL skits and like we're making fun of the videos, but no one's doing anything about the victims, right? So it was really well done in that way. I liked the setup. I don't like in these kind of documentaries how much I feel like they're re-victimizing the victim. All of them were crying. Some people walked off and then came back. I mean, I know they know what they're signing up for, and it's a very important thing to tell. But a little part of me is always like, oh, we're just like, she's literally reliving this horrific stuff. And then near the end, because at the documentary, and I guess I don't want to give it away, but the parents of girls that he basically has like a cult. And I didn't understand this whole like locking girls away. Like, how does that work? But it is essentially like sex trafficking, if you will. And these parents who are like, can't get their kids back, but they're 18, 19, 20. So after the documentary, I was doing a lot of Googling of like what happened to these, like, especially these two girls at the end of the documentary who were still like with him and refused to come home, and like mom had to do like this stealth operation of like getting her out. Like, it was crazy, like crazy. I like that what it has led to is that those girls surprise are okay, they've left, and that he's in jail. I think he's still waiting for either a trial or sentencing. I don't know what process what part of the process he's in, but I can tell you, I knew none of this. I can tell you I was angry, I was upset, I was shocked, I was sad. And it was a really gripping documentary, and I can see why it led to being in the media so much around 2019 and how it led to his arrest. So I guess it's a good outcome, but holy crap, I think everyone needs to watch it. It was amazing. So Surviving R. Kelly on Netflix. Until the next one, bye.